Okay, in this video, we are doing part 2 of factoring. So you'll see we have the same problems from the last video, from our last notes. We are just going to look at part 2 now. So our next goal that we need is to take this one quadratic and split it into 2 groups. So we're going to have x plus or minus a number and x plus or minus a number. So to find these numbers, we're going to use our calculator. So on our calculator, we're going to use the y equals button. So if I open up my calculator, I want to use y equals, and then we're going to use y1 and y2. So in y1, I want to put whatever this new last number is. So here it's 15 first, and then I'm going to say divide by x. In y2, I'm going to take b. So here our b is 8, and I'm going to say 8 minus x. So if I go back to my calculator, y1, I want 15, divide x, and then y2, I have 8 minus x. This will help us find where our numbers meet, because our numbers need to multiply. So the opposite of multiply is divide to get 15, and they need to add to get 8. The opposite of add is subtract. So we're using opposites to have the calculator work for us. So we need to see a table. So we'll press second graph, and then here you can see we've got a whole bunch of numbers. So we want to look, and we want the blue and the red to be the same number. So if I look here, this says error. It's not even a number. Here we have 15 in blue, 7 in red. Not a match. 7.5 in blue, 6 in red. Not a match. I go down, 5 in blue, 5 in red. That's a match. So I'm going to use these 5. So one number will be 5. And the other number is the black one that we'll use. And here it's 3. So I'm going to write my 2 numbers. I found a 3 and I found a 5. Those are both positive, so I'll put plus. This is not the final answer. This is just where we'll stop today. So this is all we're doing, is putting these in the calculator and finding where they match. So again, same problems, but new step. Okay? All right, let's try another one. So here we've got problem number 2. And again, we're going to do y equals. We want y1 and y2. So I'm going to pull this over a little bit. So we want y1 and y2. So for y1, I'm taking my new end number. So here, this very last number is 140 minus 140. So I'm going to say negative 140 and divide by x. And then for y2, we want b. So here our b is negative 31. So I want negative 31 minus x. So I'll go back to my calculator. I'm going to go back to y equals. And now in y1, I'm doing negative 140 divide by x. Then in y2, I have negative 31 minus x. And again, I want the table, so second graph, and I'm looking for a match. I'm looking for blue and red to be the same number. So if we look, negative 140, here negative 70, negative 33, nope. Let's see, negative 35, negative 35. Oh, those are the same. Blue and red match. So one number is negative 35, and next in black is 4. So I want 4 and negative 35. So for my groups, again, we're making 2 groups. They both start with X. And then in my calculator, the blue number is negative 35. So I'm going to put negative 35 or minus 35. And then the number in black next to it is 4. So in the other group, I'll put plus 4. So again, that's all we're doing today. In the next video, we'll have the last step, but we're just getting here today. All right, let's do another example together. We'll do 2 more together, and then you'll have your practice. Okay, here we had 5x squared minus 1x minus 18. So again, we want to start by thinking about y1 and y2. In y1, we're going to start with our new last number. So here that was negative 90. And we want to divide by x. And then I'm going to take b, which our b here is negative 1. And we're going to subtract minus x. So in my calculator, go to y equals, here not negative 140, but negative 90, divide by x. And here I want negative 1 minus x. So once I have those 2 typed in, I can press second graph. And when I look at blue and red, here, let's see, negative 45, negative 3, negative 30, negative 4, negative 10, negative 6. Let's see. Decimal, decimal, negative 10, negative 10. Ooh, a match. Blue and red are the same. So I've got negative 10 and then 9. So in my groups, I'll have x and x, and then I want negative 10, positive 9. And that's all for today. All right, last example. Again, I'm going to pull this over so I can write a little note on the side. All right, y1 and y2. All right, y1, y2. So y1, we want the new last number. So our new last number is negative 144. Divide by x. And then for y2, I want b. So here b is 0 minus x. So in our calculator, I'll go back to y equals. There we go. In y1, I'll type negative 144, divide by x. And in y2, I'll type in 0 minus x. Then we'll press second graph. And I'm looking for a match. I want my y's to be the same. So if I look, negative 24, negative 6, I'm going to keep going, negative 16, negative 9, negative 12, ooh, they match. So here I've got negative 12, and in black, positive 12. So when I start, I'll have two groups. They start with X, and then one is negative 12, the other is positive 12. All right, so now you will get to practice using the calculator. So remember, y1, we divide by x, y2 minus x. If you have any questions, please ask me or Miss B, and we are happy to help.